Hey folks, welcome back to Hot Tub Beer Review. Tonight we've got another special treat. We're going to go visit our friends at Branch and Bone Artisan Ales, and we're going to have their increasing frequency. They're out of Dayton, Ohio, so stick around.
Hey there, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional, somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. I've got these two gents here, Andy in the attic and Jay. I'm Ben. What are we drinking today?
Increasing frequency from Branch and Bone Artisan Ales.
All right. The Branch and Bone. This is we're gonna be close to a playlist here.
I believe so. We are close enough where I'm not going to bother doing a whole history on it because there's not much of a history.
It smells IPA-ish.
It's a West Coast.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates. West Coast indeed.
Lovely face.
It's a West Coast double
Dip
IPA. We dipping. It's a 9%. It uses Citra and Strata hops and 2-row malt. And it has notes of citrus, melon, and piney dankness.
It's a new one. Piney dankness.
Piney dankness. Really? Yeah, just
like Tiny Dancer. Piney dankness.
Because piney and tiny rhyme. That's what you.
Where my mind went.
Yeah.
Where my mind went.
All right. That's it for the beer.
Completely describes it.
Yeah, as I said, I'm not going to go much into Branch and Bone Artisan Ales out of Dayton, Ohio. Founded in 2017 by three friends. We went over the last Branch and Bone, the 3 stars on their logo symbolize 3 friends, allegedly.
So what we're saying, folks, is we're going to do you a favor on this one and make this the shortest episode ever.
Right it here. Could be.
Just, blow right
I will say that branch is very reminiscent of the tree branch you can get from Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
You cut down a tree and a branch. But I don't think that that's what they were going for. But it does look like it.
Now we know what you've been doing with some of your free time.
I have gamers in the house.
Yeah.
A gamer.
All right. Atticus, huh? Atticus likes the game.
Just sits in the attic and plays, and then occasionally we'll have a beer with me.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to go first on this one? Who gave us this one?
Jay did.
Jay picked it up? All right. I'll jump in and go first then. This one's bitter. This one is as Jay mentioned, my face when I took the first couple sips here was extremely bitter. So it's calmed down a little bit. I mean, it definitely you definitely get that citrus, but that bitter is on the back end is a lot for me.
You said you were thirsty.
I took several big gulps here. Definitely thirsty. But that one's hard for me to get over. It's obviously going to calm down a little bit as I have more of it. But I don't know. West Coast or I go back to West Coast are my least favorite of the style that is my least favorite. So it's the least favorite of the least favorite here. That being said, the citrus comes through. I like that enough. And I'm not going to give it a terrible score because it's still a good beer. It's just, again, preference. I'm going to give it a 7. It's okay. It's tasty enough. The bitter hits me, so I'm knocking it down a point from where it would be if it didn't have the bitter. So, all right, Andy, what do you think?
This is very reminiscent of like a seasonal or a yearly, once per year release of some breweries, and they do their heavy hitting double IPAs where, yeah, it might have a high IBU to it, even though this didn't say it, but it had a little sweetness to it because you do get that sweet. So like Hop Slam, Gorilla Knot, things like that. And this reminds me a lot of that. Unlike those, it is more of the West Coast style double IPA. Really good. I'm going to give it an 8. I like it. I don't get as much of that bitter. I think I get a little that sweet. I don't know. It's like a honey melon to me, maybe even a honeydew. But it is that sweetness cuts any bitterness. 8.0, great beer.
Yeah. I think you kind of hit the nail there. It's like the seasonal or the limited editions, because that's really what Branch and Bone is. They're artisan ales in their title. They don't typically have a year round. They're always innovating and making something new and different. So it's hard to go in and say, yeah, well, we're reviewing this beer and 6 months from now you can go back and get it. It's not extremely likely. What's likely is you're going to review or see that we've reviewed Branch and Bone and see something similar. But I agree with you, Andy. It reminds me a little bit of Hop Slam in a West Coast type version. You know, you got that dankness and a little bit of pininess, but it's, like you said to me, more sweet than that pine needle. one of the guys that I drink with from time to time he's like, "You always drinking pine needles in a can?" And I'm like, sometimes.
Yeah,
if it's good like that.
Sometimes you do.
You drink with other people other than us? How's that possible?
Occasionally. So let me see here.
Frequently.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with an 8 too. It's a solid beer, and I really like Branch and Bone. I wish that they would do some that they would distribute out, but I understand their philosophy.
Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dankness. That is a 7.7 for the increasing frequency. Branch and Bone, definitely a West Coast IPA you should check out. If you like West Coast IPAs, this is one you should search out. To Jay's point, you may not be able to find it, but go grab some Branch and Bone if you see it out there, whatever the beer may be. We've reviewed a few of them now, and I think we've had overall a really great experience with trying their beer. So if you see it out in the wild, you have got to cage it like a little animal and get it.
Or if you're in Dayton, stop by.
There you go too. Definitely appreciate you checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers that notification bell. That helps us out with all the YouTubes, and we are trying to make it to 500 subs by the end of 2025. So you can help us with that if you've not done so, and you can hit that like button, and that would help too. We've got a bunch of links down below for merch, for Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. It's a chat room. Come hang out with us. Atticus is very, very talkative in the chat room. He's got a lot to say, so you can hang out. He's always there, so you can come out and hang out with him. And then the rest of us are there too. And we got some other links down below. You can check all those out. With that, for Andy in the attic and Jay, I'm Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.